Good morning, and welcome to your practice. So our playlist is 6 ajna. 6 ajna. On my Spotify, off the website, off the YouTube link, off the Instagram. And when you ever get stuck and you can't find it, then you just contact me. You can email or text, direct message, and I will absolutely send it straight to you. And once you've got your Wi-Fi hooked up and your Bluetooth hooked up, then you want to connect your personal Wi-Fi. You want to hook yourself in. Good morning, good morning. And you can do that with an oil or without. And so without, you just take one hand to the center of the forehead, just above, so there's a line where your eyebrows cross, and then 2 fingers above that, there's usually a softening or a divot. And if you hold there, and then you put the second hand at the crown of your head, the fontanelle. And there's that combination of holding on your phone. You know, if you hold both buttons, and it can be the home button and the side button, it all depends, and you just hold that about 10 seconds and your phone resets. So imagine if you also had a reset button, that you would just hold these 2 points and deepen and slow your breathing, dropping your shoulders. If you have the oil, you put them on those 2 points and also at the base of your spine. And you allow a bit of a state shift, just like you would power down your phone. You're turning everything off. And with that, what you're really turning off is your perception of everything that's running. You're freeing yourself from any sensation of pace. I gotta get this done, I don't have enough time, I have too much time. You're slowing and evening your breathing, knowing that you are all time. It's available to you, it's with you, it's on your side. So that when we release our hands, there's a noticeable change. Because the way that we set our perception, the assumptions as to what's coming into our mind, our perception is that nothing is working for us. That can be a perception. And then we look for it, prove it right. But here we can say, every problem that I am given is holding within it its solution. And so I perceive the solutions. I perceive the solutions that are around me each day. And this helped so much today as a change of plans and in the family and some bad communication, and it felt like upheaval and frustration. And yet, if I know, and in the knowing, I filter everything else, because I know that in the problem is also the solution, then I just lean into the problem. Okay, that doesn't work, and this doesn't work, but what does? Let me lean into it, because I know it's there. So I shift my perception, and the perception is the filter of my knowing, and I can turn it in my favor because I am held in great light at all times. So tune in, heart high, amazing you, good morning and welcome. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. Everything created and destroyed, everything known and unknown. I greet this expanse. Gurudev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, that dear teacher that resides within me, guiding me in every step. 3 times, inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo tune in and we know we're not alone in the work that we're doing, and as we get clearer, we make more and more space for light and guidance. Show me the way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You begin your playlist at Lunar Rainbow. Good morning, and welcome to your practice. Lunar Rainbow. We start by lying down on your belly. So unfolding your blanket, extend your arms out in front. Thumbs are up, pinkies are down. Walk your thighs back, shake out your heels and your hips. And you're going to put the center of your forehead down. And if you need to, fold your blanket a little bit more so that your nose and your chin are clear. The back of your neck is long. Long, deep breathing right there. Close your eyes just for 1 minute. Each breath out, feel the weight of your body resting on the floor. And just, again, a reset. A reset. To rise, blanket slides back underneath your knees and your shins. Child's pose, arms out long. There's your breath out. Rising up to hands and knees, tucking your toes, hips high. There's a breath out. So inhale, hands, knees, and out to child's pose. And just start that flow. It might be quick, it might be slow. One more full round, and then you'll pause in your downward facing dog, and you'll let your hips shift from side to side. And you'll wag your tail. Thumbs down, knees soft, hips high, elbows opening, spine long. Find your dog. Open where you are closed. Bring your knees to the floor. Take your left hand out in front, left thumb up, right heel back. Plug your right thumb down into the floor to lift your navel, elbow to knee, exhale. Inhale to open, out to close. For 3, 2, 1. Press. And take a block beneath your left hand and pivot your left toes to the left, making sure they tuck under. And right foot flat, so that you can take your right hand overhead. And then bring your right elbow to your right knee. There's your breath out. Foot to the floor, hand overhead, there's your breath in. And we move. find the back bend. Open the front body, wriggle your fingers. And changing sides. Put the block to the right. Right hand out, right thumb up, left heel back. Tuck of the chin, elbow to knee. Inhale to open, out to close. Two, one, reach. And put your right hand to the block and your right toes to the right. Your left foot flat, left hand overhead. Open all of it. And then elbow to knee, fold in. Foot to the floor, unfold. Pause, pivot your right foot closer to your hand, hips forward, finding the back bend, opening the front surface, all the way from your hips, up under the root of your tongue, the palate of your mouth. And then turning down. Set your blocks aside, find your dog. Space through the side body, length to the heels. Walk your feet to your hands. Sitting down on your blanket, heels wide, and let your knees wash into the middle and out. Sending it forward. Good. Left foot flat. Left hand holds your right heel pressed. Turn yourself right. And as you bend your knee, face front. Exhale, turning. Inhale, bending. And just begin to warm that. Let it turn more fully. Reach into the soles of your feet. And this starts to turn your right hand back. The more you lean into your feet, the taller you become, right up the middle. Chest is broad, turning the navel right. And hand down, heel down. Bring your left heel back so that the sole of your left foot is on your right inner thigh. Hands down. And fold as you exhale, lifting and lengthening on your inhale. Exhale to fold. And inhale up. Walking your left hand a little further forward. Pause there, turning your navel right. Sitting your left hip back so that you could find access through the left side of your spine. Left back. And the back of your right hamstring. So keep the foundation of your legs and roll back. Left hand comes to your left inner thigh, roll it open. Right hand moves overhead, standing in your right heel, tree on your back. And back to the center. Heels wide. Loosen your knees. Loosen the way you're holding onto your lower body. Let it become more of a fluid. And then the right leg goes long, and the right hand holds your outer left heel pressed to extend. Bend your knees to face forward. Exhaling to turn and inhaling to front. So your anchor is your right hip. Reaching your left hand back, turn through the chest. As you stand in your feet, stand up taller, and now only the chin. heel to the floor. Bring your right heel back and fingertips outside the calf. Inhaling, you rise, and exhaling, you fold. So we're clearing our way into the body so that the hinge of the hips can open, the right hand can go long, and you turn your navel left and sit back towards your right hip and reach out towards your right hand. To lie back, your right hand on your right inner thigh, your left hand overhead. The right hand easing your right knee wide. Good, and knees to chest. Rolling all the way up. As you come to stand, get your strap. And as you stand with your strap, let it be wide enough to come up over your shoulders. And beginning to bend your knees, rounding your back, a little more length in the spine, and then a little bit of a lift through the chest and the throat. Feeling all of yesterday, having the opportunity to wring it out of your body. Hands high, arms to the right, sweep across. The body holds our past. And these movements are a means of helping to ease the past out of our body so that our body feels even front to back, left and right, top and bottom, in and out. And this puts us in the magic of the present moment, so that we're not cockeyed or folded or sore from yesterday, but we're available to right now. Reversing your direction, sweeping up and over the top, sweep across the front, bring some mobility, and feel which way is easier, more accessible, and let them become even. And hands high. So that when you release the strap down, you can feel front, back, top, bottom, in, out. There is a light, a change, a radiance through you. It changes our perception. Back circle with the right hand and the left. Back circle, as though you were doing the backstroke. Open from your sternum right through your shoulder, right out your fingertips. Flush out the breath. Take your right arm under your left. And the right hand holds the left wrist. Left hand makes a fist go up. Bring your weight into your right foot. Bend your right knee and cross your left over your right. Maybe finding the ankle bind. Elbows up, seat goes down. Open the upper back. Elbows up, seat down. And as you sit down, bring your elbows down, bring your elbows down, bring your elbows down. Soften your inner thighs, drop into that bind, trust all of it. Your thighs will hold you. And then rising up, unfold, sweep wide. Good, left hand backstroke, right hand backstroke. Good. Left under right. Left hand holds right wrist, right fist. Weight in your left foot. So you can cross your right over your left. in the bind, and then elbows up. Sitting down, elbows up, spine tall. And fold, elbows to knees, fold in, rinse it out. Trust your thighs. Trust the bind. Fall in a little further. Nothing to hold. Elbows up, seat down. Unfold, hands up high, stand to the top of the mat. Palms together, thumbs drop down the back. Tuck of the chin, this is exhale, letting go, hands high, this is inhale. Knees bend, fold. Left foot back, left knee down to the floor. Sweep your hands high. Bend your front knee. And then allow yourself to go forward and back. Hands high, palms together, thumbs down the back, tuck the chin, that's exhale. Letting go, bring in the breath, hands up, and then fold down. Stepping back down dog. The left foot steps up, the right knee comes down, hands high. So your hips move forward and back, your hands move up and down. You're creating activation, freedom, breath, hands high, palms together, down the back, and let it go, look up. And fold. Step your right foot up, sit down, hands wide, rise up. Palms together, down the back, tuck the chin, elbows in. And reach, look, to fold. Right foot back, right knee down, hands up. Down the back, tuck the chin. Fall in, and then fall up. And fold. Down dog. Right foot, left knee, hands high. Down the back. And up. And fold. Stepping up, sitting down, hands wide. Down the back, stronger. And rise. Follow your breathing, folding, you know where to go. Left foot, left knee, hands high, a declaration, thumbs down. Rising. And folding, that you are sweeping out the inner body, the outer body. Left foot, right knee, coming into your ability. Tuck your chin, hands up, and fold. Standing, sitting, rising. Chin in, thumbs down. Release. Sweep wide, soften all of it, coming fully into your body. Right knee back, right knee down, hands up high. Down the back. Hands up. And fold. Down dog. Last one, right foot up, left knee down. Hands up. Down the back. Letting go, listen now. Fold, down dog. Step your right foot back and pause. You've made a current. You've made a momentum. You've stirred the fluid of your body. Feel it moving and feel yourself still. Knees to the floor. Bring your elbows to the floor, look forward. Wag your tail. Return, hands and knees looking forward. Lift your hips, keep your knees bent, down dog. Feel the back bend of that, the heels up. Hands, knees down, elbows down, look forward. Hands, knees, and down dog. Inhale, hands, knees. Exhale, elbows. In your dog, keep your knees bent. Hands, knees, or high plank. Elbows down, dog. So one option is the way we began. Using your knees on the floor to take some of the weight or beginning to work through plank and bent knee dog and bent elbows, and begin to make some space and some heat in your shoulders, through the back of your neck, through your spine, through your hands. One more, wherever you've gone, to meet in stillness in your dog. If you need to, take it to child. Stay 3. Outer stillness, inner current, be changed. Feel your power moving through you. Good. Walk your feet to your hands. Bring your hands to your hips. Unfold. Stand tall. Heels down, thighs back, ribs back, toes long. Roll your palms to face forward. Bring your shoulder blades towards your spine. Heart up, chin in. Get organized. Make fists. Keep the shoulder blades back, just turning your palms towards your body. A whisper of ha. Keep the breath. Close your mouth. Go out the nose. Firm your arms, knuckles down. Firm your arms, bring them closer to your body. Firm your legs, lift your chin, and begin to explore where your chin can go. Back of the neck stays long, back of the body stays strong. Five, 4, 3, 2. Release your hands. Inhale. 3 more sips. Tuck your chin. Hold your breath. Draw your attention up your spine to the midbrain. Light, light, light. Chin up. Breath out. Arms down. Notice the change. Be changed. Be changed. Let it through. Let it in. Your knees bend. Your hands plant. Step back. Down dog. Graceful, steady, simple. Arrive. Long, deep breathing. Long, steady breathing, letting your body continue to adjust,
Thumbs down, upper outer arms wrap back, arms are long. If you need to, the knees to the floor, walk your hands forward to half dog, but stay steady breath. Last breath here in dog. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Left knee to the floor, block underneath your left hand. Turn your right toes out. Bend your right knee and peel the inner edge of your foot off the floor as you send your right knee right. Draw your front heel towards your back knee and let that draw your pelvis forward. And the right hand high and let that open the navel. Starting to find the back bend. You may work here or turn your right toes forward, take your right hand back to the left foot. Now find the back bend and long, deep breath. To release and change sides. From your dog, left foot outside of your left hand. Right knee to the floor, turn your left toes out, a block under your right hand, and your left hand to your left thigh, send it open, hips forward, chest broad. Drawing your front heel towards your back knee, bring your hips forward. Widen the front of your pelvis. And then left hand high, widen across the chest. Up under the collarbones, through the mouth, through the throat, a lift of the chin. Working here or turning your left toes forward, your left hand back, hold your right outer foot. Find the back bend. And now long, smooth breathing. To release, move through your downward facing dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Sit down. You can move the blanket aside. Lying back, palms open. Notice.
It's day 26, and if you've been building up to it and you want full stretch pose the whole time, start it now. Lift your head, shoulders, modification, hold your thighs, or turn your palms open, shoulder blades under your back. Reach into your fingertips, open your mouth, find a whisper of ha. That little pulse, that little pump, close your mouth, go out your nose, close your eyes. Full pose, the legs are extended, the hands are extended, or work into a leg at a time. Right knee in. Change your legs. Reach into the fingers, reach into the feet. It's stretch pose, very strong, very bright. Extend both legs, or if you need to, knees are bent, reaching forward as you can, legs straighten up. You got 30 seconds. Five, four, three, two. Knees to chest, head, shoulders to the floor, wag your tail. And put your feet flat, turn your palms open. Notice the heat and the light from your navel in all directions. Drink it in on the inhalation. Absorb your own light. Knees to chest, roll up to kneeling. So your version of kneeling. A block between your heels if you need it. Seated on a chair if kneeling's not appropriate, hands to thighs. And as though a string pulled your navel forward and pulled your navel back. Move from the hips and keep the top of your head steady. Inhale forward, exhale back. Get easier in your body. Get easier in your breath. Meet yourself with delight and let it move through your spine and your breath and your pelvis. Five, four, three, two, and pause. Notice that in the stretch pose you lit your inner fire, your agni, and in that spinal flex you distribute your light, your fire. And now we stabilize that light so it lasts. Full pose, bringing your forehead to the floor, your hands to your heels, quiet. Long, deep breathing. So if your forehead doesn't come to the floor, you have the option of a blanket. You have the option of a block. If neither of those work, unfold your body and lay belly down, arms extended, just the way we began, with the blanket folded to rest your forehead. So that no matter where we are, our forehead is resting, and our ribs and front body are resting on the surface. Breath fills the chest and empties the navel on the exhale. Inhale to the chest, exhaling navel to spine. Plant your palms. Unfold. And as you come to lie down, make space alongside or ahead of you. Unfold. Belly down. Heels side to side. Loosen the hips. Release your back. Tension is a holding, and holding is often based in fear. And so we release the tension by rolling side to side, and we renew the circulation. Left hand out to the front. Roll to the left, roll your right knee open. And then roll belly down. Plant your palms, baby cobra. Right arm out. Roll right, left knee opens, drop your head. And center. Rising up, rolling down. So you roll from side to side using your body weight to roll through the tissues of your muscles and your inner organs. And as you release the tension in this move, you start to rise a little higher
And open the front chest and throat. Roll right over onto your back. Pausing with your knees bent and your feet flat at first. And then walking the legs out long. So that your outer body becomes still. But you can still feel the busy mobility inside. A tingling, a light. Let your breath be full and free. Keep softening your body, letting everything about you arrive. Nothing needs to change. It's all welcome here. Can you make your body as welcoming as possible? And with your attention in the soles of your feet, let the soles of your feet become bright, warm, tingling, as though you were standing in a pool of light. On your inhale, draw that light from your feet up your legs, through your body, to gather in the midbrain. And on the exhalation, the light sweeping back out through the feet. Use your mind. Build the ability, the dexterity of your imagination. Sweep up and sweep out. The light in and out, rinsing and taking with it everything unnecessary, everything unneeded. We're left with such a radiant emptiness and quiet. And just continue inhaling up through the body, light, welcome, engagement, participation, guidance. And then sweeping out, just stillness. Effortless and silent. Continue the technique.
breath, more mind, more invitation, and more release. Release the technique and reside that you are both completely full and completely empty. Neither is right. Both are necessary. Deepen your breathing, your hands overhead. Make your way back to a seat. So that may mean legs crossed, seated on a blanket or a bolster. Or that may mean seated on the edge of a chair, spine tall. Pause your playlist if it went on. And again, noticing the outer stillness and the inner momentum that you've made. And just sitting tall. Like a snow globe that you've moved from its side to upright, letting everything settle. Let your breath be very small and very tender. The Nishta breath is 1/8 of your regular breathing. In our stillness, we don't need much. Let the breath simply settle into its lightest form with no work, no force. And then on the inhale, in through the left side nostril, up to the center of the forehead, out the right side nostril. Inhale through the right to the forehead center. Exhale through the left. And as you begin to direct the breath in and out, see a stream of light or a bead of light. Use your mind. And that light starts to coalesce or gather around the forehead center. And the point becomes brighter, more familiar, more tangible. And set your count at 10. In left, forehead center, out right. In right, forehead center, out left is 9. Keep counting backwards each time you go out the left side, from 10 to 1.
point at the forehead center, gathering light, becoming more and more familiar as the breaths pass through it. And when you get to one, just allow your attention to rest at the forehead center. On the inhalation, move the light from the center of your forehead to the midbrain, directly below the crown of the head, directly back from the center of the forehead between the temples, triangulating, drawing light back into the midbrain, and then on the exhale from the midbrain out the center of the forehead 10 times. Nishta breath, soft, effortless. As you conclude, notice the space around your heart. And let it expand, full and free. We start to access the power of the heart. As the mind grows quiet and clear, we see that our true center is the heart. That our true power is our love. And that we are always loved, always welcome, always included. And that this is the perception that serves us best. Heart first. Stay as long as you like. And as you conclude, the hands sweep wide and high. Palms together, thumbs to the forehead center. I bow to this great sweet self. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Feel how as the mind grows quiet, we can access further levels of ourselves, further layers, more light. Letting this clarity settle further, the heart amplifies. So we will keep working the next 15 days. We move the physical body to find activation, clarity, freedom, moving ourselves out of yesterday into right now. We use the Kriya to begin to fortify that activation and give it direction. And we stabilize pose by pose, placing our attention, placing our body, placing our movements, so that this axis of light is revealed and becomes accessible, becomes our own. We are taking ownership of ourselves. Every day we practice. We grow clearer and more familiar. Next class live is Saturday, 9:30 to 11, Vinyasa. Still really beginning to follow this axis, moving through the spine, building a better seat. At the end of that, we have a little Kriya. It's a Kriya for intuition, and it's so sweet. I'll post a little drawing of it up on Instagram so you can see, but it's so simple, and yet it's as though those pictures when you have a light bulb over your head and you ding, it's that kind of sensation, like, this is my light bulb, right? But where is it screwed into? It's screwed into your heart. And we begin to connect these two, and they are so wise. The mind isn't so wise by itself. Saturday is the beginning of my intensive. So it's 3 hours on Saturday and 3 hours on Sunday. Each weekend, 1 weekend a month, September, October, November. And it's this sense of ownership that we're really developing. What is me? What is the self? What is myself? How do I take ownership of that? When I get a pair of shoes, I need to understand that maybe they need waterproofing. Maybe they need to dry out after I've worn them. Maybe they need care of some kind. They're mine now, and it's my job to care for them so that they do the best they can in the role they play for me. So if I own myself, my body and my mind and my spirit, how do these things need tending? How can I best accomplish that so that myself, it lasts as long as I need it to, and that I use it well and fully, that I own it, that this is mine. So this is ownership. 3 weekends, 3 hours a day, each day of the weekend. It's fantastic. We began it last weekend in person, and now we'll begin the Zoom version. So go online, send me a message if you'd like to be involved, and we'll talk about it further. marthamcalpin.com/ownership. I will see you there. Satnam.